British gardeners have been warned this spring to be aware of poisonous and toxic plants lurking in their flower beds. As spring rolls every year, thousands of gardening enthusiasts take to their backyards to preen and plant. Beaming Wing have compiled a list of 10 deadly plants we should be steering away from this year. Poisonous petals and toxic leaves might only be found in the pages of their favorite childhood fairy tales. The reality is that some of the nation's favorite and most common domestic and wild plants are actually harboring harmful. A speakerman once said, "Being killed by eating part of deadly plant sounds like something from a horror movie, or something that can only happen to somebody living in the most tropical countries." I'm not giving you goosebumps. Oh well, apart from jokes. But in actual fact, some of most toxic plants and flowers are perfectly capable of growing and surviving in UK, and they do so in thousands of homes and gardens. Well, most are only deadly if consumed in large quantity. They still pack nasty toxins that can cause some pretty horrible side effects. From potentially serving from vomiting and diarrhea to hallucination and convulsion, here are some of many reasons British should educate themselves on potentially harmful plants hiding in and around their homes. Here are 10 deadly plants that could be hiding in your home or garden. Number 1. Foxglove. Don't let the pretty color and striking appearance of foxglove flower fool you. These bell-shaped blooms contain a compound used for treating heart failure, so eating them is like taking an irregular dose of heart medicine. Number 2. Hydrangea. These popular blossoms contain a toxin that we will all be scarily familiar with, cyanidin. It can cause shortness of breath, dizziness, fainting, and a rapid pulse, along with a drop in blood pressure. But don't worry, pets and humans would need to ingest quite a bit for the fact of this flower to be fatal. Number 3. Poinsettia. Most often seen around the festive period, the milky sap in the veins of this plant is actually quite toxic. There have only ever been 2 documented cases of them cause human death, but you will want to keep your children and pets away from them nonetheless, as vomiting and diarrhea could be rife if ingested. Number 4. Purple nightshade. Steer very clear of this one. Though the entire plant is toxic, if you pop just a handful of berries in your mouth, you will be physically incapable of calling for help. After you lose your voice, respiratory complication, intense digestive respiration, and violent convulsion begin, the combination of which has proven fatal. Number 5. Lily of the Valley. These tiny white bell-like shaped flowers pack a potent, sweet-smelling scent despite headaches, hot flush, hallucinations, and irritability, not to mention red blotches of cold clammy skin. Even the water you place cut lily of the valley flowers, it can contain deadly traces of convolute toxin, which intensifies the heart contractions. Number 6. Oleander. Just one leaf from this striking flower has been known to harm a child. Symptoms of poisonous include drowsiness, slow heart rate, and uncontrollable shaking. Number 7. Water hemlock. These small white flowers are some of the prettiest wildflowers around, but if you have curious pets, you should remove them. The toxin in white hemlocks smells like carrot, yet wastes no time in attacking the central nervous system, causing severe seizures and convulsion that turn deadly as a result of eczema and cardiovascular collapse. Number 8. Mosquito. The effect of consuming any part of this parasitic plant in large doses can cause digestive problems, slowed heartbeat, and hallucinogenic effects in humans. Munching on a couple of leaves, berries, or shoots, or drinking mescal flower tea will cause abdominal pain and diarrhea. Cases where mestolytic ingestion were fatal involved gastroenteritis, an inflammation of the stomach and small intestine, followed by cardiovascular collapse. Number 9. Larkspur. Immediately after ingesting any part of this indecising blue plant, nausea, burning in the mouth, vomiting, and slowing of the heartbeat set in. If this happens, seek medical treatment right away because 6 hours is all it takes for this flower to become lethal. Number 10. Wolfsbane, one of the most toxic plants that can be found in UK. The toxins in wolfsbane can cause a slowing of heart rate, which could be fatal, and even eating a very small amount can lead to an upset stomach. Its poison can also act through contact with the skin, particularly through open wounds. Of this video, you would be sure that the most toxic plants can be in UK, but it's not true. It's spread all over the world. It was all from us from today's video. If you like the video, please hit the subscribe button and keep watching Beaming Wing for interesting contents like this one.